Hey everyone, it's Sunday morning. I just got off of a graveyard shift, a 13-hour graveyard shift. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. I got an email that had a link from the security guard command. It's where we learned that an armed private security officer in Milwaukee lost his life in the line of duty, doing what he liked to do, defending the store, defending his post. I also watched a video from Fox Valley Metro. We are mutual YouTube subscribers, and Fox Valley is friends with the owner of the security company that employed the armed private security officer. So Fox Valley Metro has direct information. He was directly in line with communications with the owner, and he has more information that I believe that the media was able to provide. This is what we learned. Armed private security officer, I don't have his name yet. That's pending notification to the family. Once I do, I will put his name in the title. We will never forget his name. We learned he's assigned to, it looks like a grocery store post. He calls us supervisor, who happens to be the owner of the security company, who happens to be good friends with our mutual YouTube subscriber, Fox Valley Metro. And he says, hey, boss, I need some help over here. Owner of the private security company shows up. By the way, this is a security company of about 25 employees. The owner of the company, he's one of these working owners. He's somebody that wants to make sure that his people make it home by the end of the day. He's a good person. Shows up to back up his officer, and a gunfight ensues. Our armed private security officer is struck, civilian is struck, and fortunately, that piece of garbage was also struck and died. Guys, I've been in law enforcement private security for a long time. I've been a field training officer in law enforcement, a trainer in private security, and in college, I've mentored a lot of people who want to enter private security or want to enter criminal justice. There's a certain bond that you form with your employees. When they call you for help as a leader, you show up. Whatever it is, you show up in the middle of the night. And you back up your people. I'm taking a moment to take a pause before I talk a little bit further. Getting a little bit emotional, because I reflect on my experience as a field training officer, as a supervisor. When they call you for help, they go home at the end of the day. You do whatever it takes for your employee to go home, and you're going to be the last man standing, last woman standing. Whatever it takes. And you hope if someone's life is lost, you hope it's the suspects, the aggressor, the assailants, and secondary, you hope that your life is lost before the person that asks you for help, before your employee. Before your employee asks you for help. Guys, we need to train. We need to train at the speed of life. You're not going to get firearms training or tactical training by just meeting the standards for your state agency, your state licensing agency. That's not enough. You got to go out there and pay out of your pocket. Pay for some intermediate, advanced training. Train at the speed of life. Your life depends on it. I'm not saying that this armed private security officer is doing anything. We have special operators out there for the military community that lose their life in private security. We don't know technically what happened, but generally, we all must assume the role of being somebody that needs to train more. I can't stress that enough. We need to keep training. I'm not putting fault anybody. This just opens the topic to training. The training that you are provided by a government agency, the state agency, or private vendor to get your firearm permit, that's usually not enough. We need to train properly at the speed of life. I'm just tired of hearing the excuses that that training is too much. It's too much money. I'm not going to train. That's just the sorriest excuse that I continue to hear all the time. You're putting your life at a lower value than anything else. You're able to buy Starbucks. You're able to eat out. You're able to buy that nice car, buy that nice house, afford rent in this nicer area. Get these snacks that you don't need, but you don't have money for training. I'm just tired of hearing the excuses, guys. This is serious business. I mean, emotionally, this hits me just because of my position as a trainer. You know, your trainee or your employee, your subordinate calls you for help. If anyone goes down, it's you. You do whatever it takes, especially if you own the company. I know some private security company owners, good company owners, that are followers on this channel, mutual subscribers, that sometimes they can't sleep because they worry about their employees. This is a good employer. This is a good company to work for. I mean, the owner of the company showed up. The police department didn't show up first, but the owner showed up. Guys, I just made a video on tactical pauses. I'm going to retitle that video to Tactical Distancing. Keep your distance. Sorry, I'm getting over the cold here. Keep your distance as far as possible. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Wash their hands. Do not hesitate to shoot first. I'm going to say that again. Do not hesitate to shoot first. You don't have to wait until you start seeing muzzle flashes. I don't care what the hell is happening out there with George Floyd, the war against police officers, the invisible war against private security guards. It doesn't matter, guys. Shoot first if a gun is presented to you. Train hard. Maintain your situational awareness. You guys all take care and try to have the best day possible. Looking forward to dialogue. Take care.